126 of the 8-Bit Geek. Are you new around here? Well, that's awesome. We appreciate the support as always, but before you get too far into it, let me tell you what we're like, okay? We're like your best friend, but not that best friend, though. The one who hypes everything up but ultimately never delivers. That best friend. He's always talking about how his fireworks collection is like the bomb, and he's been talking about it for weeks now. You know, he keeps selling everyone on the party at his place, and he's going to give you the greatest show you've ever seen. You agree. You know, you come over and wait hours for him to set up, and only to find out that he dug the fireworks out of a trash can, and they're all duds. I'm Jeremy. With me today are two men that I fished out of the trash and who are also duds.
I'm Doug.
I'm Colin.
Oh, burr, 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 burr.
Yeah, where's that hip hop one when we need it?
You guys make any? Have you guys made any 4th of July plans?
No.
Are you not a big 4th of July guy?
I just haven't had anything planned this year. Normally my family does stuff, but my parents just got back in town from wherever they were, and then my sister's not in town, so
we're gonna float the river tomorrow.
What are you, fucking an Oregon Trail? Attempt to ford the river. We lost 2 oxen and 200 pounds of meat.
Well, I hope I can. If anybody, so in the South, there's something called floating the river, and what that means is that you get into a big inner tube, and you literally float down the river. It's about it depends on what river you go on, but it's anywhere from 2 hours that you could go up to 5 hours. And so we're doing the short one, which is it takes a couple hours. Mm-hmm. It's real fun. You just drink a whole bunch of beer and you float and you talk and hang out with your friends.
You take Colin with you? You let him drink some beer as he floats down the river?
Oh, yeah, he's got root beer. So it's a form of beer.
Oh, man. I remember. Okay, I have a similar story to that.
Cool.
For a bachelor party.
So moving on. Anyways, let's just...
I hate you guys. No, for a bachelor party, we did a river float, and we had the choice of doing a 4-mile or 7-mile. And at the last minute, we're like, fuck it, let's just do 7 miles. We got a case of beer between 7 dudes. It was 3 in one raft, 4 in another. And we're like, we got a case of beer. We got a case of water too, just in case. It's going to be all good, man. We'll be fine. Yeah, we did the 7-mile, and we fucking hated ourselves for it. For one, we forgot the water.
Oh, no.
So all we had was beer to drink.
That's not a bad thing, but you need a water here and there because it gets hot.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing was, this river sucked. It was kind of dried out in some parts. So the water ended up being 6 or 7 inches at some points. So you had to get out and drag the raft through. Mm-hmm. Also, this place was fucking Snake River. We ran into a wall, and 3 snakes came out and got pissed and started chasing after us. There was spiders falling onto the boat from the trees.
Fuck that.
We had river madness like a motherfucker. We just started going crazy by mile 5, and it just felt like it was never going to end. I never want to do that again.
Wait, you were on a raft in a boat?
It was in a raft. It was 2 rafts, and it was a float. It was like a float.
Right. These are just inner tubes.
No. These aren't inner tubes. These were you fit 3 people on one raft and 2 and 4 on the other, and everyone kind of rows whenever they feel like it.
That's white water rafting.
There was no white water there. It was fucking calm as shit.
And then I heard Kev reading Deliverance.
I heard some banjos play, and someone told me I had a pretty mouth.
Asked if I'd squeal like a pig.
It was just, I never want to do it again, but it was fun.
It's a bit different down here.
Yeah.
Because we don't forget water.
Yeah.
And there's snacks. You want snacks? You come with us?
Yeah, I'll be right there. I'm gonna start hitting the road now.
Oh, speaking of water and shit, before we get the show started, I thought this was funny. I thought I'd share it. We were watching, Colin and I were watching TV yesterday, and a pad commercial comes on, for the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, he looks at me and he goes, Dad, what are pads for? And at that moment, I had a choice. I could tell the truth, or I could lie. And I chose the lie. I said, "Oh, I think those are for women, and they put them in their bathing suits." And he goes, "Why does it say no leak then?" And I go, "Oh, it's for you know what? You want to go play? You want to go play in your room?"
Great. Now Ashley's gonna be like, you're gonna go to that river float, and if Ashley goes, she's gonna be like, "Did you pack your pads?"
Yeah. Ashley, do you remember to put your pad in your bathing suit?
She's gonna be like, "What?"
Excuse me, what?
In front of everybody too. It will be one of those.
Yeah, and everyone's gonna go like, when did you learn this? That's cute. You learned this when you were like 7, and you remember that. And he's like, no, he literally told me.
Dad just told me
3 days ago. And they're gonna be like, Colin, you are 10. We understand maybe you don't need to know where the birds and the bees, all that just yet, but you need to understand some things about female anatomy. As girls in your class about now are gonna start going through changes, and it's gonna freak you the fuck out for the next ever of your life.
We sat down and had that birds and bees talk already.
Well, then he should know where it comes from, and you shouldn't have to lie to him.
No, babies still come from the butt.
Uh-oh.
You didn't have that birds and the bees conversation.
No, we did. We had it, but I don't know, man. That's a whole separate conversation. So I just leave that alone.
It's not. It's all about the same shit.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Do you want to go get Ashley and ask her if it's different?
No, Doug. You can choose to tell your kid at 10 years old. Let's see how you feel about it. That's fine.
When they ask at 10, and if they're 10, then yeah. If they ask at 5, then it's like,
he's not mature enough. Listen, I had the talk with him about the birds and the bees, and I said, hey, no, this is a very personal thing. You can't you have to be mature about it. If you're not mature about it, then we can't, we can't trust you in talking about this kind of stuff. Not a week later, he goes to school and starts talking about it, and I get a letter about it. So he's just not mature enough for it right now.
Hey, so here's the thing: no one's mature about anything ever. Case A, Exhibit A, you.
Yes.
Who, Kev?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, me too.
I should have specified more. I meant Kev over here.
No one ever fucking disputed that.
Yeah,
but,
I don't know.
It says in the chat, there's no shame in explaining what a period is to your kid. OMG. Here's the thing, there's a stigma around it, and the fact that you had to lie to him about it just enforces that stigma in it, and not only your child, but society, and the fact that it's some gross thing that happens. But
it's pretty gross.
Yeah, bring him in the room right now. We'll tell him.
Yeah, just bring him in. Hey, Colin. Hey, if I yell loud enough, can you hear me? Hey.
Listen, it'll happen.
Hold on, here. You know what? I'm friends with him on Steam. I'm just gonna send him a Steam message real quick.
I'm gonna send him a link.
Oh my God, a link that would terrify him more than a horror film.
Well, that's sometimes you just gotta, you just gotta find out things. See, the problem is I grew up with 2 older sisters.
Listen, I did too, and I'm the one who had to run and get my mom's tampons.
Right, and I think there's I guess maybe kind of a skew. I don't know, for me anyways, where it's it had been around it my whole life. It's not a thing.
Listen, I'm with you, but it's just not his time yet. And that's just based on the past talk. It'll happen. It's not like I'm going to keep him from that his whole life. I think it'll happen probably within the next year or two. But
I'm saying, girls in his class, they're gonna start change. It's sad that it starts happening when they're 10 now because of all the hormones and milk and meat and shit that we eat.
Yeah, he's gonna have those changes.
Hold on, I need to go get some tinfoil to wrap on my head. But
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna say because of the gay frogs, and because of the what was it, the vapors in the air or something like that. What do they call it? Jet.
Oh
fumes?
Yeah, the jet streams or whatever, the air.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Chemtrails. There you go.
Chemtrails. Yeah, that's it.
All right, now that we've got that out of the way, if you like our debates, if you like what we're talking about, we will have a separate Birds and the Bees episode where each one of us will have our kids on air live and tell them so everyone can see it.
Oh,
Those will
Kevin
be Patreon exclusives.
I'll be talking to my dog.
Your dog's balls are chopped off, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that was before we even got him.
So he's gonna just be like, "What? What? What are you talking about?"
It's like, God, Dad.
You can subscribe to us on Audio Boom. They provide us with all of our bandwidth. They are our wonderful sponsor. Thank you so much to them. You can also find us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, and social media everywhere at the 8-Bit Geek. And, of course, every Monday night right here on Twitch, you can join us, interact with us in the chat. And if you can't do all of those things, well, at least Twitch, you can hang out on our Discord channel. That information is in the chat right now or on the website. You can find it at www.the8bitgeek.com. Have a chat. Talk to us.
I'm looking at. I was thinking I've got the stream thing, and I'm like, I don't have a Discord button set up. Do we have one set for our channel? Sorry. I was like, wait a second. Why isn't that? What the tits, me? I'm gonna fix that.
He's probably gonna do it right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it real quick while we continue to talk about things. Doop.
Let's see. You can also check out some other shows on the network. 8-Bit Legends for now. Divas Dropkicks and Dives.
What?
Brainberry Tarts.
What?
Deck. So those are all the shows that you can check out. And of course, you can always support us on Patreon. We bring it up every week. Sometimes we beg, and sometimes we don't. And this time, we'll beg. Please, 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 please. We need the money. We can't feed anybody. Kevin's wearing the same hat that he's had on for the last 2 weeks.
Coming from 3 fat dudes. Please.
No, but Patreon helps us pay for everything on the show. Right now, we're in the middle of upgrading our mics. With your donations, I'm on one right now. The first one has been purchased. I am the recipient of the first one. Doug will be getting his in August, and Kevin will be getting his in September.
Save the best for last.
That's right. His should have really been first. His shitty ass setup.
Fucking terrible. But the problem is that he wouldn't know how to set it up, and it would literally take until one of us got ours first.
That's true. Even like, hey, where do you put the? How do you?
Phantom power? What?
You know I'm a musician, right? You know I've dealt with this stuff before.
Yeah.
What's technology?
You also went to school for IT, and yet we have to help you with your computer every week. So.
Wait, every week? No. Wait, when's the last time you had to fucking help me with anything? Name like 7 situations.
Okay.
Well, we'll list them.
Yeah.
We'll go through all. And we also, it's the beginning of the month. And so before I give this over to Doug, I do want to say I have sent out the Google Forms for those that are part of the $25 Gaming With Us tier. We need you to fill those out or else you can't game with us. So if you would please fill those out and we'll get back to you. That way we can set up the gaming night. And then Doug, take it away.
All right. This week we're just gonna thank everybody on our Patreon. So here we go. It's a long list, so buckle in. We've got Jen and Christopher, Blades, Arnold, Curtis. How was it? Mobet? How do you say that one, Kev?
Moabete.
Moabete. That is a classic. Tony, Ryan, Joshua, the Lonely Trainers Pokemon Gang, Cyber Hog. It's Jim. I'm going to say Jim. It's weird saying his username. Aaron, Simon, Eric, Amanda, Leonard, Lost Boy, Justin Welch, Linz, Marty, Touchebag, Caleb, Jesse, Rain, David, Rob, Kyle, Lauren, Delure. Did I already say Marty? Do we have 2 Martys?
Marty!
We might.
It's your kids!
Did I actually say Marty earlier?
Yes.
Marty there, and oh shit, 2 Martys. What's up? Keith, Jundar, Taylor, Timo, Link, and Michael, and of course always Ed and Ryan as well.
Yay.
Awesome.
So, thanks, guys. That's
Yeah,
a
keep-
long fucking list. That's why we do it
this-
once a month.
Going. Let's grow that list.
That's right.
So, okay, before we get into this, I kind of wanted to do a little new segment, and maybe this becomes a permanent fixture on the show, and maybe it doesn't. But I wanted to spotlight some of the fans who have written in, and I wanted to read off one of the letters because I think it's awesome that that we actually are affecting people. And so I wanted to read somebody here. I won't list any last names, but we have somebody on Facebook from Jamie, and I just want to read this off. So, here we go. Hi there, 8-Bit. I just wanted to say I'm a huge fan of you guys. Your podcast, 8-Bit Geek, is the most amazing cast I've ever heard. The humor is amazing. All three of you are great together. I live in Australia, so not many local talents, but I look forward to each week's show. Marky Mark, Sean, and Velvet all keep the show great, but personally I just love when you guys go off course. It's always good you keep real life issues away so I can actually enjoy 2 hours of happiness, and I'm grateful for you guys having a fun, amazing show while going through a tough time listening to you guys. There's no okay, this just one run on, so excuse me. You guys showed that there's still some fun to be had in this dark world. Anyways, just wanted to let you know there are fans all over the world who support this show. So that's awesome. Pretty dope. That's awesome to hear. And so if we've affected you in any way, good or bad, please let us know, and maybe we'll read it off on the show.
Doug?
What's that, Kev?
Doug, you going to do that?
Am I gonna do what?
You asking Doug to write in?
You want to write in?
He's like, fuck these guys.
Yeah. God damn it.
All right. So every week we do misconnections. We take real ads from the misconnection section of Craigslist. We read them in funny voices. These are completely real. We don't edit them in any way, and we definitely can't make this stuff up. Who's that, Sean?
What's up, fellas?
Hey.
Hey, Sean. What's up, man? Long time no see. How long's it been?
Like, literally 7 days, dude.
Feels like too long when it's not in your presence.
Oh. I was like, did you forget we recorded last week? Because, it was just literally last week.
Kevin is, his memory is going fast.
I'm just, you know what? My brain wants to retain some things, and it can't. I'm running out of memory, so I just retain the funny things in life. But not you guys.
This chat is too much.
I know. I'm getting distracted by it tonight.
They're being very PC right now.
I know. Okay. Why are we assuming genders? That's funny. Sorry.
Sean, what do you got for us,
let
man?
me get Sean back in here. He stepped away. This week, I'm looking for a special someone that is, you'll hear.
You'll hear.
You'll hear about it real soon. It's going to be a wild ride, I promise you. Because it's 4 paragraphs long. So.
Oh, boy.
That's why I didn't want you to look at it before the show started.
So, lacking commitment. Seeking to make babies with you. Male for women.
Wow.
Male for women, Upper East Side. My body is average. My eye color is green. My height is 5'10". I have some tattoos, some body art like that. Politics. I ran for political office and lost.
When?
And this 2016.
Yeah, you weren't there? You can't remember?
I would have voted for you, Sean.
Do you not remember my huge campaign?
You did vote for him. How can you forget everything?
Do you not remember my slogan? Make America wet again.
Oh.
That one genuinely got me. Good job there, Sean.
All right. Let's see. My ethnicity is Caucasian. My native language is English. I'm giving you a lot of fucking background on me.
Well, if you're gonna make babies, you might as well know everything about them.
My occupation is legal and government. My status is widowed.
I'm sorry to hear.
It's been a rough few years. Drink sometimes. Kids want? Yes, absolutely. Hence the title of this fucking post. Smokes? Never. Except at 420, you guys know what I'm talking about. All right. My age is 39. Looking for commitment. Let's get married. Don't spend another day as a single woman. Let's see what we can do about that. I am not looking for a one-nighter or a fling, but rather a meaningful relationship based on openness, trust, and honesty. I would love to be married by the Valentine's Day of next year, 2018. Let's spend the weekends together, spooning and cuddling. Let's do this. Let's get a ring on that finger you can show to your friends and family. And if you want to start for a little one soon thereafter. Just diving right the fuck in. All right, let me go over all this fucking information I went over earlier again. I have a decent job. I'm 39 years old, straight guy, 5'10", Caucasian, green eyes, decent looking, desires children, emotionally stable, doesn't smoke, doesn't drink, except maybe socially. Traveled to Europe, Central America, Bermuda, Caribbean, Middle East. Saw all three of the major world's religions' holiest places. Traveling to rural North Africa last year, I was interrogated by the local police to make sure the American was safe and no harm came to me.
What?
I even had to sign a document in the local governmental office stating what happened to me in rural North Africa, which was nothing but amazing. Very religious and humble people. Also, the food was incredibly fresh and, of course, tasty, especially when all the meals were served in one pot for everyone with no serving spoons or even utensils. Hold on, sorry, this is the part where we break and I show you my fucking slideshow of all 357 photos I took on my fucking safari through North goddamn Africa.
Wow. Well, you killed Jer.
I even deliberately chased tornadoes.
What?
Well, this is a fun fact. I don't know. I even went to the eye of a hurricane. Once was enough, and yes, I was scared. Luckily, I survived and am able to tell the tale. So I want you to know, so I want to get to know you, to honor you, and so want to be in love. Let's start this beautiful journey together, holding hands. I hope you answer me soon, my love. Time waits for no man or woman. Time is precious. Let's do this now. Please send a pic so I know who I'm talking to. Smiley face. Contact me soon. Don't let another day become wasted. Carpe diem. Seize the day.
God damn it.
I'm pretty sure that
Yours truly, Sean Pennis.
So you basically said seize the day, seize the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He wanted to give you the explanation of that. I think Linz is going to answer this for you and move to the U.S. for Sean.
Wow, she's really digging it up in the chat. Although she did say, I guess if I want to meet this guy or hide from him.
It was like a recruitment application.
I know, right? That's what I was thinking. Is it like there's times where it's like, in the way that things are capitalized, it's very sporadic and very weird. Like, yeah. I would love to be married. Like, caps on those. And then, like time waits for no man or woman. Time is precious. Or whatever. Like, all of that. I guess there's a period in there. Anyways, but it's like, every word is capitalized. But it's not like that every sentence. So it's like, what the fuck are you... At one point, I was like, is he naming songs or movies or something? Like, he's just like, let me see how many of these I can fit in this fucking thing real quick.
I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep because I miss you. I don't want to miss a thing.
Oh, shit.
I'm not going to tell that story.
Blade
just cheered 5,000 bits.
Ruples.
Ruples.
Thank you.
Blades. Holy shit. Thank you so
Blades.
much. That puts you in the lead, my dude.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Okay, I didn't want to. I'll tell this story real quick, real quick. The first love that I ever fell in love with, that song, I actually wrote down on paper and sent it via mail to her. She liked it. We were young. Armageddon was a thing at the time.
Oh man, the movie, not the real thing. The event, right?
Well,
it was Armageddon of my heart.
Oh, that was emo as fuck there, Chris Carrabba.
Hey, he's my best friend.
Your hair is everywhere. That was on like every mixtape in 2000.
Speaking of Chris Carrabba, that fool has not fucking aged a goddamn day.
No, because his tears are like lubricant for his face to like just stay young.
Okay. I was just going to suggest maybe he was a vampire. But
Okay.
sure.
I'm sorry, did I give out the trade secret?
Damn. All right, so I'm going to need a little bit of help on this one if you guys can get ready.
Oh, no.
What? Oh, no.
Oh, Blades also just subscribed to our channel. Thanks, Blades. Holy shit.
Awesome. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we do that now.
Yeah, we have. Oh, yeah. Hey, guys, we have subs now.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for the Blade.
Yeah. Which I need to, I guess, edit that because it's just a stupid zombie running in place. Fuck. I'll get that updated.
Can it just be us running in place? Can we green screen that?
You want me to do the Running Man? Be right back. I'm going to go grab my green screen.
Not a terrible idea.
We'll reproduce all the shitty default animations with our own green screen. All right. Terry?
Perry?
I'm Perry. You're Terry.
That's right.
There.
Right?
Hey, Perry. Hey, Terry.
Oh, hey, Larry.
Oh, hey.
Let's put some homes to talk to each other. Everyone's forgotten their names.
I thought it was Tom. Oh. Anywho, it's been a while, boys.
Yeah, too long.
It's like, welcome to the butter factory.
Are you Willy Wonka?
Oh, well, I'm building an amusement park made of butter.
Call me Veruca Buttersalt.
It's tough because the sun keeps melting my fries.
Oh.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. We'll just get to this here.
Okay.
On Tuesday, May 16th, at 7:20 a.m., you were beautiful as butter. Oh. This is mail for women, like 3 males. At McDonald's in Wayne. Anyway, this morning we pulled into McDonald's drive-thru, and you were walking out of the store. You were getting into your car. I whipped around the drive so I could catch sight of you again. I promptly paid and waited for our food. Wiping the butter off my mic. I'm sorry if we made you feel uncomfortable. That's mostly Larry's fault.
What? I didn't do it.
You kept staring.
Well, yeah, I did that. Never mind, I did that.
Well, it was the first lady we've seen in years. Because we're in our houses so much with butter. Amazon has changed everything for us.
I'll never have to leave my house again to order all the butter in the world.
You just click butter. Alexa, give me more butter.
Anyways, I think you noticed us staring at you. Larry, take the next line. I need to chew on some butter.
Oh, I got lost. I was too busy chewing on a stick. Is it while we parked? and we happened to leave at the same time. I turned off my butter alarm code, and you headed right, and I waited for the light to make the left.
Oh, Perry?
We would love to see you. Take you out for a bite to eat and or drinks, as long as it's all centered around butter.
Okay.
If you're available or interested, would you even see this?
This really goes out to mostly anybody. But if
Any
you,
buttery?
if you recognize the three Butter Brothers, or tell us what car we were driving, I can tell you right now it was a buttery van.
I can't believe it's not a Saturn.
We couldn't fit into that, you buttery bitch.
Well, I mean, we might be able to if we just buttered each other up.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh,
It's a buttery good time.
we're on a biscuit train with butter wheels.
I could tell you what car you'd have a decal about.
What? We're losing you.
If we play the lottery, you never know. All right, I'm Perry.
Well, I'm Terry.
I'm Perry.
Well, I'm Terry. Wait, no.
I'm Larry.
Yeah, that's the only one we know for sure is that he's Larry.
Can someone tell us?
We don't remember. Someone please inform us what our social media is.
Butter Brothers out.
Okay, for real though, I'm actually gonna look and see if Butter Brothers is available on Twitter.
Oh, Kev, well, whoever you're going to bring to the table, you're up.
Yo, what up, man? Guess who's here? Guess who's back? Back again.
Velvet?
Velvet's back. Tell
Okay.
some man. Rub my back, rub my back, rub my back. So check this out though. This week, I'm straight up. I'm gonna put myself out there. I'm just looking for a girl to make out with. Discreet. Male for women. NJ and Y. New Jersey, New York, HJ. Hand job. My body this week, I'm fit, as always. My height, 5'9", lost an inch, but I gained it somewhere else if you all know what I mean.
I don't. What do you mean?
You got me, man. You got me. Man, my status, I'm back on the market. I am single this week. My age is 22. I'm really playing it young this week. I'm like Chris Carrabba over here from that dude from Dashboard Confessional.
Oh, big fan?
Oh, man. I was like, I listened to him and I cried at his concert and he cried on me. And then all of a sudden I'm 22 again. Dang, those tears do special things, that man. He's an awesome little 4'8" man. Now check this out. I'm looking for a girl to start talking with and to meet up and have a really good, hot makeout session with touching. Also, lots of rubbing for you. That's on the contract. Now, I'm not looking for sex or oral. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, then message me and we can start talking. Kick, K-I-K, or Skype is best. They haven't used Kick in like 5 years. I'm surprised that they still even have this application.
Remember that one time I called it something else?
Yes, and we stopped you because we almost got into a very bad thing that happened.
Yeah.
That's not the first or last time we'll have to stop you from yelling racial slurs at people.
Whoa.
I said it wasn't the last. Come on now. That way, we could also vid chat, see each other before we meet. Sounds like fun? Hit me up ASAP, you know what I'm saying? Back in New York, yours truly, Velvet Jones. Conversations.
Oh, there it is. There it is. So a couple of movies came out this week, and let's highlight a couple of those. Despicable Me 3, that made $75.4 million in its first
Wow.
week, and then Baby Driver also came out with a very impressive $30 million.
and it was amazing. Word of mouth really got out on it when it came out on what, Tuesday night, Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, man, it was awesome. You saw it, Jer.
I did see it, and without spoiling it for Doug, because I think everybody, this will probably be in my top 3 movies of the year.
Oh yeah,
it's that good. I think everybody should go see it. Fucking-tastic, perfect casting of every position. John Hamm is amazing in it.
Yes, John Hamm looks like CM Punk in this.
Oh my gosh, that.
Okay, without spoiling it for Mia, and also we didn't say it's an Edgar Wright film. So if you're familiar, he did Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, what was it, The End of the World, or whatever that movie was called, World's End.
Yeah.
Also Scott Pilgrim, which is this has a similar feature as far as the music goes. So just the way music plays a part in the film, and Edgar Wright
Sean Pennis, and
just killed it. Like, he was the writer and director on this one. And
it makes you wonder what he would have done with Ant-Man.
I know. I was saying that as soon as we got out of the theater. I was like, man, what could have been?
Hey, real quick, we just got a $41 donation from Ed. I can't read what it says, but I noticed the amount now is $420.69. So nice.
the quote was $420, blaze it.
Thanks, Ed, for that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Love you, man.
Thanks, Ed.
Nice.
Transformers, The Last Night crossed the 100 million mark, guys.
Nobody gives a fuck.
All right, let's get into some news. So it seems that Marvel will not let Tom Holland read the Avengers Infinity War script because he can't keep his goddamn mouth shut. He went on to some talk shows. He let some things leak, like Marvel's bringing back the one-shots. And so he wasn't supposed to say that. And he also let slip, what else did he let slip? I had it here. I thought I had it highlighted.
It wasn't about the whole universe being like the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
No, he let
Venom.
There's a 3-movie deal in place, and they're going to do 3 Spider-Man movies. I mean, we kind of knew that was happening anyways. Like, we could have guessed that shit, right?
Yeah.
But no. He's not the only one letting things slip as well. There's a Sony exec who went ahead and said that Venom and that entire cast is a part of the MCU as well.
Yeah.
As to where reports came out that said that they were going to be separated, but they're a part of the MCU.
Good. I would love to see Carnage as part of the MCU because Carnage is badass. So, yes. We talked about this. I think we just talked about this between ourselves this week, right?
I think so. Yeah,
we talked about it a little bit last week on the show because last week on the show I go, no, they just said that it's all part of the MCU, and then you said it later in the week, and I said I literally said that Monday night.
But then I said, yeah, but I didn't believe you.
Yeah,
still holds that animosity.
I was like, okay.
You were right. So, yeah. So I couldn't believe it because of the fact that I didn't think that Sony would agree to let Marvel have ever a thing.
They're probably at this point they're just hurting for it. So
also they're probably, I know that they didn't buy Spider-Man from them, it was just,
right.
So I don't know. I guess it's off of merchandising.
Yeah,
rights.
Sony's still getting paid.
Yeah, they're probably seeing some nice green head their way.
Yeah. And I was gonna say they're gonna see more money that way than if they do it themselves, even though they'll be getting them all the profit themselves. Disney is going to promote the hell out of this, we've already seen.
And I mean, like based on how the other movies did, they did okay. They didn't do great. They didn't do phenomenal. They probably, like you're saying, they probably made more money in their toy sales than anything else. But now they don't have to do anything, right? They don't have to pay for shit, and then they just sit there and let the money fall in. Like, thank you.
I'm sure that they co-finance the film.
I'm sure. Right? Sure, but even then, so you're paying half of like whatever goes in the movie.
And I'm sure they get I'm sure that they'll get like something they probably have the better deal with the return rate,
Are
right?
you
Like they probably get
stalking
a
me?
40 split.
Did you read my mission?
But that's still,
Action?
it's all beneficial to them. They're doing less work and making more money for it.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, good for them, and good, and it works out for the audience. Like the fans win on this one.
Big-
I mean, I think everyone's a winner really in this one. Not like Fox fucking holding back all the X-Men people still.
Well, we did get a Deadpool out of it, so
We did, but the only reason we got the Deadpool out of it was because somebody leaked that trailer.
yeah.
Somebody,
Oh,
Yeah, you know it's Ryan Reynolds or
Yeah.
somebody.
probably totally Ryan Reynolds. It was like him or the director.
Yeah.
Disney is getting a little PC here with this one. I don't know how this falls in line with you guys and how you think about it. I thought it was very interesting, so I thought I'd bring it up. They're removing an iconic scene from the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, and something that is a part of. I wouldn't say they're trying to, since it's a kids kind of show and everything. Like, I don't think that they have to show off the actual history of pirates, but it has been a part of the show since the beginning of the show. So they're going to be removing the woman auction from the show, and so they used to have pirates standing around auctioning off this woman, right? And so now they're going to be auctioning off pirate treasure, so like coins and all this stuff. And the woman is going to be repurposed as the head auctioneer, so she'll be auctioning off all of that to all the goods. Now, do you guys stand on? Does it matter? Do they have to do this, or is it something that is something that is a nice gesture?
I'd say it's a nice gesture. I mean, I honestly don't even remember ever going to the Pirates of the Caribbean when I went to the Disney World the one time, but I think it makes more sense to do it this way, like auction off treasure. I don't know. I feel like that's even weird in the first place that Disney World was even auctioning off, like having a thing where they auctioned off women, especially being at like a very children-oriented theme park.
Yeah, but you're talking about a ride that was built in like the 1960s.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly,
which once again was like, women, get into your place,
Exactly.
Bullshit.
That's why it's not really surprising that they did it. Also, when you're doing something that's like, it's about pirates. Well, this is what pirates did. Pirates are terrible things. They're not supposed to be like fun, adventuring people. You know what I mean? Like, look how because it's all about Tortuga or whatever the place is called, which is like it's like the Mos Espa Cantina. It's the fucking hive of scum and villainy. Like, look how shitty these fucking people are.
Yeah, but they're glorifying Pirates of the Caribbean already. They're glorifying the pirates, or they're trying to make them in some kind of positive light in a way.
But not necessarily in that though. Like again, you're seeing like there's the scum of the scum, and on this rise, these pirates are not great people. I mean, there's some funny stuff. Yes, that's what the whole thing is about. Like it's just like ha ha ha, look at these nasty pirates. But then the movie came out, right? And that's when, like, even since the movie came out, they've been every year like changing the ride a little bit more to fit into like Jack Sparrow is now a part of the ride and stuff. So. Because of that, I feel like that's probably why they're changing it. Is that like, one, it's been 60 years, you had a good run. It's time to change some things, but also, while they're at it, why not make it a little more family friendly? Because you may have more people coming into the ride because of the movie.
Yes,
like
exactly.
When we went to Disney land, I was like 10 years old. And I remember riding that ride. And it was cool because fuck yeah, pirates. But like, there wasn't that draw to go to it because there wasn't a Pirates of the Caribbean movie yet.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Same here. I went pre-Pirates movie.
That is one of my that's my favorite ride at the Disney parks. I love the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, and I just think it's a fantastic. First of all, you get to cool the fuck off while you're at the park when it's a hot ass day. And number two, it's a cool story. You get to go through it all. It's a lot of fun. It's interactive. So I'm okay with it as well. Like Doug said, I think you have to change with the times, and it's a thing where it's kind of degrading a little bit, and I think that they are empowering the woman here by putting her in charge, and I think it's cool. It's a nice gesture.
Because that's another cool thing about pirates. You don't hear about it as much, but there's definitely some kick-ass fucking female pirates that actually existed. Like it's just now a lot of them did dress as men, and some also just were like, fuck it, I'm a woman, and watch me like just absolutely plunder the shit out of people because I'm a pirate. But I don't know. It's an old scene, and I don't know. You said iconic. I don't think I don't remember that fucking bit. You know what's an iconic scene from that ride is the dog holding the keys in his mouth, like outside of that. You know, if they change that, if they're like, that's offensive to dogs. It's gonna be a cat or some shit. They'd be like, okay, come on, seriously.
It's true. That's very true. All right, we have news on the Batman movie. It's slowly trickling in, but the Batman will be a noir-driven detective version of Batman. You guys like that?
Yes, I like that.
I'm down with that
version of Batman, like the kind of the more detective-y aspect of him and him like solving crimes. Those are some of my favorite comics too, or the ones where he's actually being the world's greatest detective.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that very much about the video games as well. When you actually got to go through the world and turn on detective mode.
Yeah, and solve crimes, man. Fuck yeah,
it's a blast. Actually, if you like that, you'll love to play the VR version. The Batman Arkham VR is all detective work. It's great.
Yeah,
I was thinking about reinstalling those games and playing through them again.
Yeah.
Also, Kev, real quick, why did Steam just let me know that you're playing Mass Effect Andromeda?
I'm not playing it. My hands are up here.
No,
Hand
I know,
check.
but I literally saw an alert just pop up. That
I
said,
don't know. I played it last night.
Your friend Kevin WK is now playing Mass Effect Andromeda.
Weird. I played it last night.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm excited to see a different kind of change of pace for Batman. I think it'd be fun to get a new version of him. Somebody who just isn't beating somebody for information. You know, that's the one thing I got. Well,
that was the best part of his Batman, man, was the fact that he just murdered people.
That's true.
Yeah. And branding them. Branding them like fucking cows.
This next story, I think it's I understand what Michelle Rodriguez wants, but also it's kind of a joke. Michelle Rodriguez has threatened to leave the Fast and the Furious.
Michelle who?
Michelle Rodriguez.
Oh, it's not like you said Rodriguez.
Yeah, that's her brother.
What?
If she's threatening to leave Fast and Furious if female characters don't get better parts. The reason why I say it's a joke is because even the men don't get good parts. Like the stories are not that good. You know, you go for the action, you go for the cars, and that's it. Like you don't go for the story. The story is secondary. And so I just I don't know. And plus the fact that they gave a very good maybe I think she just wants more screen time, right? That's what this is, because they do have some pretty strong woman roles as well. Like Charlize Theron, she had a great. She was the villain of the last movie, and she was very good. Like she was really good. So I don't know. It's kind of strange that she says that. I think it's just more or less her wanting more screen time. So
yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't seen a Fast and Furious since they rebooted it.
I haven't seen them, so I don't know.
Well, if any fans out there agree or disagree, let us know. We'd like to hear your thoughts on that story.
She just wants to get paid as much as The Rock.
That's true. Which ain't gonna
I want to get paid as much as The Rock.
Ain't that the goddamn truth?
Okay, so earlier in the pre-show, I told you guys that we are quickly approaching what would be a scenario where we're living out the book Ready Player One, where we're in a suit, we can feel everything that's going on, and this is the first step. There's a company out there who makes something called Thermoreal, and it lets you feel heat, cold, and even pain in VR and AR.
It's a solid no, thank you.
You don't want to do that?
No.
Why not?
I'm running around an insane asylum in the dark. Oh shit, I'm being attacked by a crazy person with a fucking scalpel. Oh god, I'm being sliced into. Oh god, I can feel that. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, I'm dead.
Remember when we talked about it? Was it a couple of years ago about the Call of Duty app or whatever somebody made, where like they would draw blood every time you got shot?
Yeah.
It's like that's what this reminds me of. Well, it's like that's the last thing I want to do is like actually lose blood because I suck at things.
Well, here's the fun part. So they just revealed this little handheld joystick, but the makers are soon going to be integrating this into gloves, haptic suits, chairs, and joysticks. Come on, guys.
It's very interesting technology. However, once again, people play VR and they play video games and everything to escape reality. The last thing we need is to like fucking deal with this.
A whole new like thing. Like imagine sitting,
All right,
imagine
Palmer.
sitting on a it's a whole new world. Imagine sitting on the beach and being able to feel the 78 degrees on your skin, and you're sitting there and like you can walk into the water and you feel the coolness wash over your feet and you feel the waves hitting you. And I just think that that's an amazing kind of immersive experience.
I mean, I could dig it. I understand it. Yeah, the porn industry is going to make bank, is what Celebrity Ghost is saying, and that's very true.
That's very true.
I mean, they're already doing pretty well for themselves in VR. So,
or if you're Batman and you're beating the shit out of it, you feel the punches on your fucking
That's
hand.
what I'm saying. But then the flip side is that you're in Resident Evil 9 and you're getting fucking attacked to death, and it feels like you're being bit by crazy zombie dogs.
Obviously, you just turn that sensitivity down.
Turn your sensitivity down.
Well, then you're playing the game and you're like, this 9 is annoying. Get off, dog. It just feels it's like a dog without any teeth just gnawing on my foot.
You just push them off to the side. Stop it.
Yeah, Druid says it. And then the next logical step, of course, is in the inevitable, if you die in the game, you die in real life situation.
Well, duh. Let's make it happen.
That's called real life.
I could not believe how many times that Rust has been refunded. It's been refunded more than 325,000 times on Steam. They've lost over 4.3 million. Well, I wouldn't say lost because most of those people may have not purchased it in the first place. But they lost 4.3 million because of bad performance or lack of fun. And the devs seem to be okay with it. They say the Rust dev says the respawn requests are pretty fair.
They're like, we didn't expect to make this much in the first place.
Yeah.
They've still sold a shit ton.
Mm-hmm.
So, fuck. Let's say for comparison, DayZ tweeted out that ammo-based refund rate is 6% on that game. Really? The fuck is that possible? No, DayZ is fucked. How is only 6% of people returning that shit?
Because everyone played their 2 hours worth, so they can't return it afterwards.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what it is. They were playing for 2 hours just trying to get the goddamn thing to run.
Yep.
You know, they probably locked him into the game too. They were like, okay, let's shut it off. They're like, nope, you're here for 2 hours. No, I want out. I want exit.
Mm-hmm.
They fucking shut down the computer and they turn it back on and it's still there. Can't leave. Oh, we have a special guest.
Oh, God damn it.
I love Kev. Oh, no.
I saw the next article and I'm like, oh, here we go.
Okay, so Palmer Luckey back in the news.
Hey guys, I'm back. I made it.
I
climbed through that window. I made it through. I guess Mark must have left it open last time he was here.
Hey, hold on, Palmer. I got to read the headline before we get into you actually speaking.
But okay.
Okay. Palmer Luckey has donated to software that breaks Oculus's exclusivity.
That's right. Fuck Facebook and fuck the Oculus Rift. Listen, I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys. It's actually garbage tech, but I sold it to Facebook for like billions of dollars because idiots.
It seems like a storyline off of Silicon Valley.
Exactly. That's why I was asking if you finished Silicon Valley yet.
So Palmer, so you were for the whole exclusive lines, but now you're not?
Well, I don't work for them anymore. So they, I don't work there and they kept my tech. So, fuck them. I donated $2,000 a month to this Patreon campaign for Revive, which allows, the Vive owners to play games that are supposed to be Oculus only. Because, like I said, fuck Facebook.
Do you still have your Facebook profile?
I mean, that's irrelevant.
All of a sudden, we're getting a very. How are you so smart right now? What's going on?
Listen, 42069 blaze it. You know, I blazed it before I walked in, and like I know it seems crazy, but that mellows me out.
All right. Cool. I mean, I don't mind having this version of you on
Also,
the show.
I really like that Sean Pennis joke earlier from earlier. Make America wet again. It's like my boy Trump.
God damn it.
Okay.
I'm out the window, bye.
Okay. Well, there he goes, folks.
Oh, I hate it when he shows up.
I hate that guy.
This fucking, you know what though? This is the third time he's done it, but he leaves a flip flop here.
Where does he get? Oh wait, yeah, he's a billionaire.
Yeah. He's made a lot of money off of selling that shitty PlayStation VR you bought, Kev.
Yep.
I think it's pretty awesome. Speaking of, they got an amazing Spider-Man demo they just released for free, like a little thing, so you could be Spider-Man.
How is that 10-minute demo?
I haven't played it yet. I downloaded it, but I haven't played it.
I'm pretty sure throughout every demo and game that you've purchased so far, you probably have a full 2-hour game there somewhere.
A full 2? No, I mean, you got full games. Farpoint's a full game. Resident Evil 7's a full game. Batman's at least an hour long. That's before you do any of the side stuff. What else is there? There's a bunch. Job Simulator. That's a game. That's a blast.
I thought you just said you don't want to be in the real life and you're going to play Job Simulator.
It's so fun. I knock it, but it's so fun.
You just yelled at me for not wanting to be. You don't want to play a game.
I don't want to feel the pain. I want to be numb in virtual reality.
So you want a normal job in VR. You'll want to work an office job.
You could do office. You could flip burgers. You could work in a convenience store, and I forgot there's like one other one.
And it's fun.
It is, because you can just throw things at the customers with no consequences.
Oh, well, that is kind of fun. So there's a study out there that says men are working fewer hours now because of video games. That's crazy. Doug, give us some insight.
Yep.
Thanks, Doug.
Can confirm. Here's my question though too. I feel like a lot of people nowadays are also finding ways to work solely playing video games. So is it taking that into account?
I don't think so. I think this would just be for like kind of corporate lifestyle, right?
I guess. Yeah, yeah, sure. Probably. I was watching, okay, so Polygon. They have a video series on YouTube that's them playing PUBG, the PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds or whatever. And they live stream it like every Tuesday for like 2 hours, 2-3 hours at work. Like they're at the Polygon offices streaming, then playing a fucking video game. And guys,
that'd be nice.
We've got to get on that lifestyle. Like,
agreed.
What do we got to do to like? I want some. I mean, hi Polygon. We'll be your official podcast.
What we need is more blades to subscribe.
Right.
So
where's Kiwi?
And then it'll happen. Yeah. So there was, I guess there's research proposed that video games are the reason why men ages 21 to 30 are working fewer hours than previous generations. Also, I think people are working fewer hours. I don't know if this could be really placed on video games, but I think people just were like, you know what? My personal time is worth more than this fucking job.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because our parents, I'm sure, can be said about all, like, probably easily worked over 40 hours every week.
Yeah.
Always. Mm-hmm. And like, literally, me, if a minute over 40 hours, are you prepared to pay that overtime? Like, because you're getting charged for a whole hour's worth of overtime, even though if I only worked 1 hour. So, are you ready to pay that? Yeah. No? Then I'm out of here. Do not fucking expect me to stay a minute longer.
Yeah, and I think that, I think also there's a lot more, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot more expected of you these days in those 8 hours. And plus, they've also extended the day for our generations. Before, it was like, you go to work from 9 to 5 and that's it. Now they extend your day to 9 hours to include that 1 fucking hour. So instead of working 7 hours, you're there for 9 fucking hours, working the full 8. And then they oh fuck, did you get this fucking TPS report done?
TPS.
No.
Yeah.
You stay.
That's why I feel lucky that I have a job that does while there are definitely moments and times where we are busy as fuck and I don't see my office all day, there are other times where it will be like there's not a fucking thing.
Doug, let me dive into this for the people who don't understand. Doug has finished full seasons of TV shows at work, okay?
But
Yes.
I would do that anyways, like even if I was busy, because that's I put it on in the background while I do stuff.
Oh, do you?
Same thing with podcasts. Like I just put podcasts on, I log into Plex, I throw something on. As I have like 3 monitors, so I just Plex over there.
Yeah, I
Do
could
what
do
I'm
that.
doing over here. Do what I do over here.
I could do that with podcasts, but visual shit like a TV show, I
yeah.
want to look at.
That's why again I have like on a monitor. Like I'm looking at my monitors right now. So like where my window is right here, which again you can't see, but it's just like it's taking up about a quarter of my screen, which is our Twitch, like with the chat and stuff. That's literally where like the video is, and then my email's over to the other side of that because I barely need to look at that, and then whatever I'm working on is directly in front of me. So it's in my line of sight. It's right there. It's just not, so I don't know. But yeah, I mean, like I said, like it's summertime, so not a lot's happening right now. So like I'm working on Saga, editing.
Listen, I'm not I'm not hating on you. I'm just saying that I think it's dope. I used to have that lifestyle, and I'm gonna say goodbye. Let's see. More people. So this is what I thought was crazy. I didn't think that this was going to be that big of a hit, but the new Crash Bandicoot remaster has sold more in its first week than Horizon Zero Dawn did.
Yes.
In the
That's
UK,
nuts.
right?
In the UK, which is kind of like the US, for some reason, the UK markets are always up to date every week and the US ones aren't. Like, I don't fucking get it. I don't know why the US is so slow to update. It updates once a month instead of every week. So everybody uses the UK charts to kind of gauge where a game is at. Kev, you bought it. What do you think?
I love it so far. I mean, it plays just like old school Crash Bandicoot, and it looks gorgeous. It's really hard. I'm like 4 levels in, or no, maybe like 6 or 7 levels in, and I'm stuck at a level that I'm just really like misjudging the jumps and everything like that. But it's fantastic.
I saw
$40.
Facebook today about that, where someone was like, "Fuck, I love Crash Bandicoot." Everyone forgets how hard that game is, and I'm literally going, I'm pretty sure I beat all of them. I don't remember them being exceptionally hard.
It's not that it's tough as in difficulty. It's just the jumps, timing the jumps and everything that's the difficult part, at least for me. So, but I'm enjoying it.
It's also because I feel like it's because we're older. And time runs at a different pace than it did when we were kids. So this game is like programmed for kids whose brains are just bouncing off the walls and can like, oh, I got to jump. Where it's like we're all like, oh shit, oh fuck.
Now what the hell's going on?
No, we're too old.
But yeah, I mean, I'm loving it. It's a beautiful game for $40, well worth it. Especially considering I've only played the first Crash ever, so playing the next 2 are going to be brand new games to me. And for, like I said, $40, easy purchase.
Oh, well, I can't wait for that Jack and Daxter re-release.
Yeah, that's going to be cool too.
Are they really doing that? Because I heard it's just.
It's not going to be like this though.
Yeah.
It's just going to be like a kind of a HD upscale.
No, they're not even doing HD. Like they're not updating the textures. They're just putting it out in HD, and then that's it.
That's what he just. That's
That's what I'm
said.
saying. Like
That's what he just
HD
said.
Upscale, yeah.
No. But what I'm saying is normally when they remaster it, like they'll bring in the new HD textures, but.
Right.
But
I'm
it's
saying
kind of a shame
not.
that they're doing that. Yeah, it's a shame.
You really just had to finish that. Double down on that statement.
So they're definitely it's like a re-release, but it's not a remaster. I just want to put that through for you, Kev.
Thank you for letting me know that. I'm now informed.
It's not a checkerboard like scale
Fuck off.
like that.
We're not talking about 4K checkerboard.
Overwatch isn't making its expected splash into the esports market, which is really strange because it's the biggest fucking first-person shooter out there. And I think we talked about this I don't know, a couple months ago, how they were charging a ridiculous sum of money for these teams to get involved. And I think that's a huge reason. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, a lot of organizations are just dropping their teams because the support is so few and far between. And I don't get it. Like, I guess that's when Activision shows how greedy they can be, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I hope it rebounces back, because I think Overwatch would be a killer esport. Doug and I actually watched that at one of the cons.
Yeah.
Like, we actually sat down and watched some people playing. And so I was like, well, this is actually the first time I've sat down and actually watched a fucking match.
Was it Palooza, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think the problem, like, we're like, this is fun to watch, but you're also at the same time, having played it, being like, well, you stupid idiot, why the fuck did you do that? Like, that's stupid, dumb. Don't use...
You stupid dumb.
Yeah, you're playing on the offense. Why the fuck are you using, or whatever? Did you guys hear that?
The hell was that?
Did you guys see that motorcycle just drive by? That was
Apparently, fucking Marlboro man driving by your house.
big dick over here. That guy. But I think the problem is also like we don't know who any of these people are that are playing, so it was like hard to like cheer for anybody because it was just like, okay.
Let's see. Caleb says, "How is it number one shooter, not number one esports title?"
No, I think he's still talking about Crash Bandicoot.
No, I don't think so. Because Ant says, "Isn't LOL number
League of
one?"
Legends.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about. I'm talking about just sheer number of people playing the game. Like, how many millions of people have purchased this game?
Oh, but League of Legends and all the other MOBAs like way outshine Overwatch.
Oh, of course, for esports. I'm just talking about first-person shooters and like that's it. Like, for esports, or not esports, but it's just general. How many people actually play Overwatch? Like, how many people have purchased the game versus the other first-person shooters out there? I know that CS:GO gives it a run for its money.
Yeah.
So can't forget.
That's, I was gonna say CS:GO would probably be the number one like first-person esports game.
Right. But I thought that Overwatch would be the next in line to kind of maybe give it a run for its money.
Yeah, I think Overwatch would come in a close third. I believe it would be Counter-Strike Go, then Team Fortress 2, and then Overwatch.
I don't really hear that much of Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, seriously, I agree.
They still have a real steady steady fan base though.
Yeah, but for esports, I haven't heard of.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on Twitch right now and you're looking at the top played games, it's Overwatch is like number 2 or number 3, if not number 1.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But I stand corrected.
Yeah, like I don't. People are way watching that more, but at the same time, who the fuck is streaming Team Fortress?
Well, there goes Caleb's plans for tonight.
Overwatch equals polished Team Fortress 2.
And much faster and better and more compelling.
Agreed.
Okay, this I got really excited for. This news excites me because we can finally put it to bed. Who is the best pinball master?
I am.
The three. Shut up, Kev.
It's definitely me.
It's definitely me.
Let's add up the high scores here, boys.
Okay, just because you have more maps and tables or whatever the fuck you want to call them than me, and
I have all the same that Jer has.
Okay, but you don't have all. Okay, but I don't. But I still have some higher scores than the both of you.
Get good,
and
Scrub
I still
Lord.
have some higher scores than the both of you.
That's because I don't have that table.
Okay, well, let's put it to rest. When Pinball FX3 comes out, you'll be able to transfer over your old tables and tables.
Tabers, Jeff Tabers.
You can play the old tables, and they're going to add new features. There's going to be tournaments and a multiplayer and trophies and leaderboards, and they're going to do all the shit that we wanted in FX2.
That was in FX1, but for some reason cut out. That's you.
These include multiplayer. There's multiplayer matchups, leagues. Oh, there's going to do leagues too. User-generated tournaments and more. So that'll be a lot of fun. I love the pinball games. I haven't played them enough here lately, but I hope that we can all get some 8-bit geek tournaments going.
Oh hell yeah! I need something new to win.
And the winner has to donate $100 to the 8-bit geek. So
Good
Oh,
job,
Jared. Jared, good luck with that.
All of a sudden, Kevin doesn't want to win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to ball 3 and just drop it. Like, oh, I love
let's
FX
see.
pinball.
So I think E3. I think the game that won E3 that we all said was Anthem, right?
Yeah.
And we're very excited about it. And we found out a couple weeks ago that the lead writer of Mass Effect 1 and 2 was going to be writing this. Well, it just comes out now that the tone of Anthem's storyline will be very much like Star Wars, said BioWare.
This is what 1313 should have been.
Oh.
Oh, Kev.
Too soon?
Too soon. Way too soon. I know that this game is like more than a year away, but fuck, that excites me. The writer and the storyline is gonna.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, because we needed something. I played a little bit more of Andromeda last night, and I'm still not. I'm like 7 or 8 hours into the storyline, and I'm not sold at all on anything really. I'm just going through the motions.
I uninstalled it. Like it's that boring to me.
Yeah.
I was that disappointed that I just said fuck it.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know what to say about it. I'm excited for Anthem though, if they're going to put a genuine effort into that.
Mm-hmm.
They are. I mean, it's why that Mass Effect sector. It's literally why.
Yeah.
I hope that's the case.
Twitch has rolled out subscriptions for all affiliates, and that means you can subscribe to Kevin, Doug, and the 8-Bit Geek, and not me.
Well, get good,
Yeah.
Scrublord.
Yet. But
Yeah.
I'm getting, because I'm trying to, I got my streams up.
You're gonna get there, dude.
I got 2 actual followers in one night. Come on, guys.
Nice.
Man, moving on up.
Moving on up.
Holla. Although I need to get Caleb on some of my streams, so that way I can pull in some more follows as well. Because obviously that's what's doing it for Doug. Just kidding.
I mean, it's true. Look at him.
At Doug?
No, Caleb.
Oh,
Just look at him.
Well,
can't.
I can.
what? Okay.
How you doing?
Okay, so this I saved for last because I thought it would be awesome for you guys. The Nintendo and Super NES Classic Edition has been announced. It has been. They promised significantly more units, and it's already sold out.
Yep.
Thoughts?
Fuck them. Fuck this. This is stupid. But hey, the controller cable is 5 feet long this time instead of 2, so we got that going for them.
God, what a bunch of fucking idiots.
Hey, I was listening to this other podcast today, and they came up with an awesome idea of what the Nintendo should have done in the first place.
Shove their shoes up their assholes. That would be a better idea than this.
That you've listened to the same one.
What? That's funny.
No, they thought that they should sell. They thought that they should do away with the hardware, just sell the software with wireless Super Nintendo controllers for the Switch, and be done with it. Like they could have come out with a 30 game pack card. You put it in your Switch, boot it up, you sync your Super Nintendo controllers that they made for it, and away you go. Don't have to worry about other hardware hooking up to it, and you get to promote and use your existing Switch that you just came out with instead of cannibalize.
Yeah, and you get to sell some more controllers. That's more money.
Yeah, and you don't have to deal with hardware and shortages that you already are with the Switch.
Yeah.
6 months in, and nobody can still buy one. Is it 6 months or 4? We're like 4 months in. Yeah, 4 months in, and you still can't buy one on the shelf. So
I saw some at Best Buy last weekend.
Kevin?
I saw some at Target the other day, so.
Well, that's the show, everybody. It looks like our correspondents in the field have come back and said that they actually are on the shelves. So buy one today.
Our correspondents.
All right, guys, that's the show for this week. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you stick around for the after show, we're going to give you some Q&A. If you are a Patreon subscriber and you don't get to stick around for the Q&A, you get that included with the $5 tier of your Patreon subscription. So if you aren't one, you can get the pre-show and the post-show.
Yeah.
So that's pretty great.
And a reminder, those who are on the $25 tier, we've sent you the Google Doc form for you to fill out to let us know what games you have. If there's a specific person you want to play with, in case we can't get everyone together for scheduling conflicts, and when you're available and all that fun stuff. That way we can set up playing games with you guys. So make sure you fill those out and get them back to us. You should have already gotten them. So, anything else?
Kev, take us out.
Yeah, this is a story all about how my life got twisted up.
Last time I'll do that, everybody.
420 blaze it, or 42069 blaze it.
Bow, 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 bow.
Love hugs and all that bullshit.